Alright, this is my reflection video for Unit 2, where I'm going to talk about my student learning outcomes. The first student learning outcome I want to talk about is using a variety of strategies to solve problems. I chose this learning outcome because I feel like it is beneficial, not only in the sense that you can use different strategies to solve a problem, but also if we learn to use other strategies other than the one that we're supposed to use, we can help students who might not be getting a concept see it a different way as a future teacher. And it also helps our learning, reinforce our learning, because if we learn draw a diagram method at the beginning of the semester and never use it again, it's going to be a lot harder to recall. But if we keep using different strategies, it'll help us. So for my example for this learning outcome, I'm looking at Unit 2's Chapter 3 problem, the trial. It's number 17 in our book. And basically the problem's about a king who was a prisoner and they had to go through one of two doors. There's either a lady, a tiger, or both ladies, both tigers behind the door. And the doors have different sayings. One says at least one of the rooms contains a lady. One says that a tiger is in the other room. And basically we had to figure out which door the prisoner should go through in order not to get eaten. One of the key parts of this problem is that the signs are either both true or both false. This is in the eliminate possibilities part of our book. So I used the elimination method. I drew a table like they do in the book and eliminated ones that didn't work. These three didn't work because they're not either both true or both false. And these ones did not work when I went through the logic. But originally when I was thinking about this problem, I thought maybe, well, drawing a diagram might be an effective way to approach this problem. That way I can visualize what's actually behind the door and what door they're behind. So I also did draw a diagram method and got rid of the ones that didn't work and found the one that did work by drawing a diagram. This is obviously my lady, this is obviously my tiger, door 1, door 2, and this is if it worked or if it didn't work. So I did that. I had to do two different scenarios if both sides were true and both sides were false. The thing I liked about doing two different methods was that it not only helped me assure me on what answer I had and if it was correct, but it also will, like I mentioned before, it'll help with my learning, reinforcing my learning, and also it'll allow me to use different strategies to help communicate learning to students. The other student learning outcome that I wanted to talk about was using technology to communicate in an online learning environment. I've done this a lot. I'm a transfer student from LCC, so I've done a lot of discussion posts already and things like that, but I had never posted a video before, and so I took a video on my phone and I tried to post it and it didn't quite work out. So I went and talked with the professor about it and ended up being able to post it to YouTube, and that was the way everyone could see it, because when I was originally trying to post this video, I used some software because you had to convert it so it fit, so it would be accessible through Blackboard, and it wasn't. And I posted it and you couldn't access the link. So I'm glad I went and saw the professor and figured out that you could post it on YouTube and that's the way everyone can access it. I wanted to use a video because I felt like it communicated the problem a lot easier. It was one of the matrix problems. I think it was who's paying the bills. Whose bills is paying the bills was the problem. It was number 13 from chapter 4, and it required a very complex matrix versus some of the others, and I didn't want to spend the time typing out a paragraph and you'd have to follow along in the paragraph and also the picture. So I thought a video would be a good way that I could walk you through it and show you what I was doing as I went. So that's why I decided to use a video. And also with the pictures, I've been just taking pictures with my phone, but I found an app that basically makes it look like you scanned the photo, which I think will be a lot more professional posting, and it won't have the background and it'll show the whole page. So I'm going to start using that as a way to post in an online environment. So I've been utilizing my resources and my technology to post to the environment. Those are the two student learning outcomes I wanted to talk about, so thank you.